Thank you, Perella. Starting today, Prisma Health pediatric offices will be offering Pfizer's COVID vaccine for children ages 5 to 11.
This comes after the CDC gave the official green light. Our Daniel Robinson is joining us live in Greenville with what parents need to know. Good morning, Daniel.
In Destiny, Patrick, good morning. Health leaders say that this vaccine will be a third of the dose that adults get. Pfizer says that kids will need 2 doses of this shot 21 days apart. Now, DHEC says the approval of Pfizer's vaccine for this age group is a major step forward in the fight against COVID-19. The CDC's advisory board did vote unanimously to approve this vaccine, finding far greater risk of a child contracting COVID-19 and becoming seriously ill than any risk associated with this vaccine. Now, the CDC says this vaccine for kids, again, between the ages of 5 and 11, has shown to be highly effective with very few side effects. Now, Prisma Health will begin giving out those vaccines for this age group at 4 o'clock this afternoon at their pediatric offices for those who've already made an appointment. For now, live in Greenville, Daniel Robinson, WYFF News 4.
Thank you, Daniel. AnMed Health is now offering vaccine clinics for ages 5 to 11.
Right now, AnMed Health practices are not offering the pediatric vaccine. So if you'd like to get your child vaccinated, you can go to the Healthy Futures room at the North Campus. You have to make an appointment. You can go to MyChart or call the number you see on your screen. The clinics will be Thursdays and Fridays from 2 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 to 2.
Right now, there are objections to the jury in the trial of 3 men charged in the murder of Ahmaud Arbery. 11
white people and 1 black person were seated on the jury. Prosecutors objected the makeup of the jury, bringing up racial bias. The judge agreed it appeared the defense was striking jurors based on race, but said Georgia law prevents him from reseating the jurors. Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, and William Bryan are charged. Opening statements will likely begin Friday.
A former school bus driver is in jail now, facing several criminal sexual misconduct charges. The Pickens County School District says once it learned of the allegations against Robert Allen Miller, he was immediately removed from the job. Now, the district says they are cooperating fully with this investigation.
Right now in Buncombe County, deputies are investigating 5 fires, 4 of them in barns. No one was hurt, but some roads were shut down. The fire department says arson investigators are on the case. If you have any information about these fires, call the non-emergency dispatch number, which is 828-250-6670.
Right now in Greenville, a man is accused of murdering his roommate. Thomas Jenkins is charged. Police say the shooting happened Tuesday night at the Sorrento apartment homes. Brandon Ettinger died at a hospital, and Greenville police took Jenkins into custody on Tuesday night. They say he admitted to shooting Brandon as he entered the apartment.
To Lawrence County now, where 85 dogs are now safe. Animal control rescued them from 2 homes in what deputies call deplorable conditions. Many had no access to food or water. 2 dogs were found dead. Crews had to wear protective suits and respirator masks to enter the homes. Deputies say that Alan and Kimberly Bridewell owned the homes. Both are charged with torture and ill treatment of animals. Anderson County Paws and the Charleston Animal Society helped to move and treat the dogs.
In Greenville County, a student is accused of bringing a gun into the school. The district says it happened Wednesday at Duncan Chapel Elementary School. The gun was not loaded or working, and the student never made any threats. Now, the student will be disciplined according to the district's behavior code. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office says no charges will be filed. And today, the Greenville County School District is expected to release more data about how schools have been affected by the COVID pandemic.
School ratings were put on pause because of the pandemic, and last week we got to see some of the test scores from 2020 and 2021. Most of the schools in the district were rated excellent. 43 were ranked as good or average. District officials say 4 schools ranked below average and 1 was ranked unsatisfactory.
Okay, after months of negotiations, the House is preparing to vote on President Biden's 2-part infrastructure package. Democrats hope this revised version of the social spending plan will pass through.
Aixa Diaz is in our exclusive Washington bureau with how the party is feeling a renewed sense of urgency.
Patrick, Destiny, after a disappointing governor's race in Virginia, Democrats are feeling more pressure to deliver on family issues and climate change.
People want us to get things done.
President Biden urging action on Capitol Hill, telling lawmakers to get a bill to his desk. The president, fresh off a trip to Europe, wants a done deal on his 2-part infrastructure package.
We continue to make very good progress each day.
Democrats have been touting progress for weeks, but so far no votes. That could change today. The House is preparing to debate and vote on the bipartisan infrastructure bill and a revised $1.85 trillion social spending bill. that now includes paid family leave, work permits for immigrants, and a state and local tax break.
What we have to do is turn the ship by passing these two bills, and I think there's increased urgency to do just that.
That urgency comes after political newcomer Glenn Youngkin, a Republican, defeated Democrat Terry McAuliffe in the Virginia governor's race on Tuesday.
Our inability to come together and get a result hurt him.
Republicans are capitalizing on the moment, saying the GOP win in Virginia, a state Biden won by 10 points, is a sign of things to come in the midterms. In Washington, Aixa Diaz, WYFF News 4.
Cybersecurity experts in the U.S. are telling organizations to update their computer systems to protect them from hackers. The U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency issued a sweeping directive to all federal civilian agencies. The agencies have 2 weeks to update both their hardware and software.
Happening today, a large job fair for BMW. There are hundreds of openings in production, ranging from $14 to $20 an hour. The job fair will be at the large parking lot there at 341 North Pleasantburg Drive. That's across the street from Midas and Krispy Kreme. Can't forget about Krispy Kreme.
No, you can't. Yummy. All right, well, Harvest Hope Food Bank is in need of donations heading into the holiday season.
It's not getting as many donations from its retail partners because of supply chain issues. To help, Harvest Hope says you can sponsor a food drive, donate money, or drop off food donations at its Whitehorse Road location. The food bank is in need of pop-top items for its backpack program. That includes products like oatmeal, mac and cheese, and Chef Boyardee.
The Greenville Triumph Soccer Club is holding a food drive for Harvest Hope, along with a costume contest and trick or treat event. Triumph Over Hunger was rescheduled from last week because of the weather. Children can win prizes for their costume, and there will be a raffle as well. You can bring canned food items for the food bank.